Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. Today I'm doing another post-commentation on a live battle, and that's because Camtasia keeps royally screwing me over. It's this weird effect with, it starts normally and then it starts skipping for some reason, and it's not like my computer can't handle it. My computer's pretty good, so I don't know. But, if you recall, last battle we lost twice, so we had to change up the team, and I didn't really have enough time to breed up something else. I've been considering I'm using my hands a lot. I've been considering using what's it called? Well, not using fixing up Meowstick, but either way, we're gonna be working with this team for right now. I'm breeding up another team. I'll have a fix to the original team, and I will most likely have a third team by the end of 2 weeks from now. So until then, we'll be using this team and the other teams as we go. This is the team that we stole from Nugget Bridge. We stole it from Keegan B, and yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy it. So I don't know why it's not going. I know I talk a lot in the beginning of my videos, but there we go. So the first guy is from Japan. Our rating has dropped pretty badly after those double losses, but either way, Aegislash, Hydreigon, Talonflame, Meowstick, Azumarill, and Venusaur. Now, if I recall correctly, my Gardevoir hits things pretty hard on his team. You know, you've got the Hydreigon and the Venusaur. But on top of that, I'm trying to remember his name. It's not coming to me right now. Charizard. Charizard hits most of his team pretty dang hard, especially the Aegislash, Talonflame, Azumarill, and Venusaur. So if I do recall correctly, I do start off with the Charizard and the Venusaur. I bring Venusaur in the back, I believe, because I need that sleep powder and stuff like that. And I think the last one I bring is Rhydon, because Rhydon takes the Talonflame. But yeah, it's a pretty cool team. And we're obviously just gonna keep waiting a little bit until this until both of us make our decisions. But yeah, I really like this team. Oh god, I hate this drawer. I like the team, but I hate the drawer. It's pretty solid, even though we kind of didn't really make it ourselves, which frustrates me. It frustrates me to no end that we didn't make this team ourselves. But hey, you gotta steal to learn, right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. Don't worry about it. So we do start off with Charizard and Gardevoir with, I believe, Venusaur and Rhydon in the back, while he starts off with Talonflame and Meowstick. So right here, I'm like, I need to take out this Talonflame. Talonflame hits three of my Pokemon super effectively. It hits my Gardevoir really hard. And it hits Charizard pretty hard as well. I know my Charizard Mega at least can survive a Brave Bird, and I do carry Ancient Power. And here I was considering keeping Gardevoir in and just going for a double attack on the Talonflame, but then I was like, the sole reason I brought Rhydon was for the Talonflame, so why wouldn't I switch into it? So I do bring in the Rhydon here, and I do in fact Mega Evolve. Yeah, wow, and it's not coming up on your screen. It's not coming up on my screen slower than it is coming up on your screen, so I said that before it actually happened, because I do remember most of this battle. So he's going to actually go for Fake Out, and I was like, oh no, not my Charizard, but he does hit my Rhydon, which is great. You know, that was great, and I was hoping, okay, he's going to Brave Bird, you know, the Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is pretty scary. But then again, Mega Charizard-Y is even scarier. But luckily, I do know that I will survive that, so I will be able to get off my Ancient Power this turn. I think he was counting on the Brave Bird to KO me, so he didn't fake me out, which is great for me. So the Talonflame does go down. My Charizard is a little worn down here, but that's kind of fine. It's decently fast, so we don't have to worry about, you know, things outspeeding us and killing us. So in comes the Azumarill, and I'm thinking, I could probably survive an Aqua Jet in the sun. But I'm thinking I'd rather save my Charizard here. So what's the best switch in for an Azumarill? Venusaur. And then my Rhydon, I think I choose Mega Horn to hit that Meowstic as hard as possible. I'm not really expecting a KO. I do have a lot of attack, but granted, I'm not really invested in it. So, and I know Meowstics can be really brutal, really bulky. So I'm not exactly expecting this Mega Horn to one hit KO because it is at full, but I'm expecting it to do a lot of damage to force it out the next turn. So definitely bringing in my Venusaur here because even a waterfall in the sun isn't going to be doing very much to my Venusaur. And I pretty much assumed he'd be going for my Charizard since he did target it last turn. He goes for Helping Hand, and I'm like, oh, please don't hit the Rhydon. Please don't hit the Rhydon. He goes for Aqua Jet, and I was like, yeah, I could probably survive that. And it hits my Venusaur. It gets a crit, and it did no damage, so I'm like, that's great. So I get the Mega Horn off, which is great considering its accuracy, and I KO it, and I'm like, yes! I was not expecting it to one-hit KO. There was no way I was going to expect that to one-hit KO. I've seen super effective hits on Meowstic, not one-hit KO, so I was genuinely shocked. Now, in comes the Aegislash, and I'm not really sure, you know, I'm decently bulky, so I think I have a good shot here. However, I'm kind of a little bit nervous about this Aegislash. So my best bet here is actually, if I do recall correctly, I think I go for Sleep Powder on the Aegislash and I go for like an Earthquake. Obviously we'll see in a second. No, I go for Protect here and I go for the most likely Sleep Powder. Yeah, okay. I didn't really have a solid threat against this thing until I could bring back my Charizard in safely. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, put it off to the side and not worry about it. It goes for the stance change, so we know that it's decently fast. It's faster than the Azumarill, but so far we haven't seen any priority. So I'm a little worried, you know, I don't want it to have Shadow Sneak on us. And I actually kind of missed what the Azumarill did. It probably went for Play Rough. I think I missed this in the regular recording too, because nothing happened there. You know, I didn't get any damage. Extra damage, I don't think. So I go for the Leaf Storm. I'm like, this is going to KO the Azumarill. I don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't. This thing is pretty dang bulky. But he actually went for this Shadow Sneak there, so we know that it's pretty fast. And he goes for the Play Rough, and we take it pretty well. So I actually go for the EQ, hoping to not only finish off the Azumarill, but the Aegislash as well, and I do get that double KO. Now, I was expecting the Leaf Storm to KO the Azumarill, so the Earthquake was really mainly for the Aegislash. I kind of thought he would go for a King Shield, but it couldn't hurt to try. And we are the slowest thing, I think, on the field, so it would have worked out in our favor nonetheless. But we did win that first battle, so that is great. I think I did, and yeah, I do save this video because I thought it was a pretty good battle. We won 4-0 after coming out of a double loss. So I was pretty happy, you know. I really do enjoy this team. It's pretty good, and every time I use it, it does very well. But I used it a lot in the beginning, so I wanted to bring some other things, and I wanted to use my own teams, you know. But there are some things that I can work to fix on this team. I mean, clearly it's very Talonflame weak. I very, very rarely use Ludicolo. Right here, I got disconnected from the internet, but it wasn't me. What it was I think the opponent. We found an opponent, and in the split second that we found an opponent, they DC'd. So, I don't know if they saw, like, our rank first and was like, oh god, he's only 1500, I don't want to battle him, or I don't know. So, we didn't get DC'd, so I didn't actually make a cut here because why bother? It's only going to be another 20 seconds or so. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Ludicolo, I very rarely use, and if I recall correctly, there was a time in the next battle where I should have used it, but I didn't, and I don't know, it's a good Pokemon, but it's not the greatest thing in the world, you know? So, we're battling Joe. It does get Fake Out, so I don't know. And Joe is bringing Klefki, Kingdra, Politoed, Manectric, Amoonguss, and Scrafty. Now, this is a very obvious Rain team. You've got the Rain 100% from the Politoed and most likely from the Klefki, but you could also get it from the Kingdra as well. I personally, when I have something, unless I don't, you know, rely on it, I like to have two setters at least, you know. And here I was checking my Gardevoir to see if I had Energy Ball, which I don't on my Scarfer set, because I think the Scarfer set's designed to take certain things out compared to the Mega. The Mega is designed for certain things, and the Scarfer is designed for other things. So looking at his team, I knew I wanted to bring Venusaur. Venusaur was going to hit everything pretty hard, and considering, you know, Kingdra, Scrafty, and Amoonguss, I was going to bring Gardevoir as well. However, I didn't have anything really for that Klefki, so I did bring Charizard in the back, mainly because, you know, I can get rid of the rain by Mega Evolving, and I can hit the Klefki and the Amoonguss pretty hard. Now, I think I brought a Gourgeist as my fourth, and like I clicked Gourgeist and I was like, oh wait, Ludicolo gets Swift Swim. Oh, he's literally designed on this team to counter rain. But I don't know. I figure, you know, Gourgeist can take water type attacks. It can take the attacks from Manectric. Manectric's pretty much not going to be running Flamethrower in a rain team. Some people do, but for the most part, they don't. So I trace Prankster. I was really hoping to trace Lightning Rod, but Prankster does me no justice here. I know I'm faster than Manectric. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than Mega Manectric, because I am Scarfed. But I think, yeah, this turn I decide to go for a Psychic and a Sludge Bomb against the Manectric to take it out. Klefkis aren't offensive, so I didn't really have to worry about taking him out. But I was concerned about the Manectric. But then I was like, oh no, Scrafty's in the back. I should have gone for Moonblast. I don't know why I went for Psychic. Moonblast is stronger. Yeah, it literally makes no sense. But he's going to get an Intimidate off. He's going to stay in, so, you know, it's fine that I went for the Psychic. But he goes for Protect, and I'm like, oh, you jerk. Oh, you jerk. And he goes for Light Screen. And I was considering Sleep Powdering the Klefki, but I kind of figured he'd see that coming and go for a Safeguard. So I didn't, and I figured, you know, taking out the Manectric was a little bit more important. So, again, I go... Yeah, I was like, since I didn't get the move off, does it let me change? But no, even if I guess it counts as being used because I attacked, but it was deflected by the Protect. So I just wanted to try. And he gets the Rain Dance off, so I'm starting to think, yo, you're not using Safeguard. Why are you not using Safeguard? And I kind of forgot about the Light Screen, so even though I'm going to get this Psychic and Sludge Bomb off, it's most likely not going to KO. Normally it probably would. He does get the Thunder off, obviously not going to attack the Venusaur because I resist it, but he gets the Paralysis, and I was just like, oh, the whole point of this Gardevoir is to have Choice Scarf. So I don't nearly take him out. He's almost at the bottom, but now my Gardevoir is kind of useless. I don't want to sack it off yet because it does hit a lot of his team super effectively, and especially like the Kingdra can't hit me super effectively. So I want to save him. So I figured he's going to go for another Thunder on my Gourgeist, and so I bring in my Gourgeist to take the electric move, and he does go for Volt Switch, not doing enough damage and switching out, but the Gourgeist coming in did actually show us that the Klefki has not Light Clay but Citrus Berry, so that's good to know. He brings in Kingdra, and I'm not really sure what this Kingdra is going to want to do to us, but we get really lucky here and we get a Poison. Now I can't say that this Poison was going to be really important throughout the match, but what's good to note here is that Klefki keeps not using Safeguard. So this entire time, I could have put this Klefki to sleep. Not that the Klefki's really doing anything. The Dazzling Gleam did very little to both of my Pokemon. In fact, it only did about 14 damage to my Venusaur, so it's laughable at best. Now I'm a little worried that this Kingdra may be Sniper, Scope Lens, but judging by the fact that it's a rain team, I can safely assume that it's a Swift Swimmer. So I bring in my Gardevoir here, and I trace the Swift Swim, and now I'm doing calculations in my head. I'm like, okay, Paralysis is half, so let's just say my speed is 100. With Paralysis, I'm at 50. With the Choice Scarf, that brings me up by 50%, So that brings me right back up to 100. Now with Swift Swim, that basically has a Choice Scarf, so I'm back at my normal speed that I'm supposed to be at with my Swift Swimmer. So now I'm like, I can outspeed this Kingdra. I think. Doesn't matter, he dies to the poison. We will never know. We will never know if I can outspeed that Kingdra. Please tell me down below if my math is correct, and with a Swift Swim and a Choice Scarf bonus, even while I'm paralyzed, I still have the same speed that I would if I was just normally not paralyzed. Doesn't sound right, but it sounds right to me. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm at my normal speed. I should outspeed this Manectric. So I just say, screw it, and going right for it. But I protect with my Venusaur just in case. You know, I didn't want my Venusaur to die to the Dazzling Gleam. I didn't think it would, but I just wanted to make sure that I can survive one more turn and take out the Manectric. Unfortunately, the Manectric protects and my Gardevoir goes down. But I'm not in a really bad position now, because his Light Screen wears down, and even though I have Gourgeist and Charizard in the back. So I'm going to bring in Gourgeist because at this point I'm pretty sure his Manectric can't do anything to me. I'm surprised that I keep frisking these Pokemon, because I think once you frisk them, you never frisk them again. Oh well, I'm not complaining. So I know this Manectric won't be able to one-shot my Gourgeist. He is going to go for another Light Screen, which I really don't care about. And he's going to go for Hidden Power Ice. If he had Flamethrower, he probably might not have gone for it. But this kind of leaves me in a bad position, because now we have a priority Rain Dancer, and once my Charizard Mega Evolves, that's it. He can get rid of the sun for the remainder of the game. So I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do here? You know, I need to take out the Manectric. I need the sun to take out the Klefki. So I'm not really sure what to do here. So I bring in Charizard, and my initial thought is, I'm not going to Mega Evolve. He's going to see that coming. He's going to go for the Prankster Rain Dance. And then that's just going to nullify me, and I don't know, he'll get the 100% accurate Thunder, and I don't really want to deal with that. So I'm going to Protect, and my Gourgeist is going to have to handle the Manectric by itself. Now, I think I go for a Leech Seed on the Manectric to get that damage back. So, we'll see exactly what happens in about 30 seconds, not even. Yeah, so I do Protect here, not Mega Evolving, because it was pretty much guaranteed that he's going to go for Rain Dance, which he does. So now I'm thinking, okay, he's going to Thunder my Charizard. I don't know. I don't know what to do. He actually goes for Volt Switch, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm actually glad I got to keep him in here. I think I would have survived a Volt Switch. I think so. I'm pretty sure Mega Charizard Y can survive a Thunderbolt, so I'm pretty sure I can survive the Volt Switch. But slowly but surely, I'm going to take out both the Klefki and the Manectric. So I think, you know what, now's a good time to Mega Evolve. I figured I didn't Mega Evolve last turn, so he might not expect me to Mega Evolve this turn. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp on Klefki. The Citrus Berry is a little daunting, but once we get past it, it'll slowly go down because it gets no recovery. So I Mega Evolve, bring in the Sun, and I go for Flamethrower on the Klefki to take that thing out, just in case I can't take him out later. But unfortunately for me, he does predict that and go for Rain Dance again, pretty much guaranteeing that I'm not going to KO this Klefki this turn, which sucks, but whatever. And then he goes for Thunder, and I was like, can I survive this? I am at full. No, you're not surviving that. There's no way I would have survived that. But I do get the Will-O-Wisp off. So now I'm in a kind of a bind. You know, the Manectric will go down, so it's basically 2-0, and I don't know who he has in the back. If he has Politoed, I don't think I can win. Ice Beam will most likely do enough damage to me to take me out, depending on the variant that they run. Bulky Politoed most likely won't be able to take me out, but Choice Specs or offensive ones will. So slowly but surely the Klefki's going down, and we have to see who he brings in. Aegislash special variants would kill me, so I think Aegislash was in the... Scrafty won't most likely kill me, but he brings in a Moongus, and I'm thinking, yes, this thing can't spore me. It's 2 stabs don't really hurt me that much. So he goes for Dazzling Gleam, and I'm like, well, I can't Leech Seed him, which is something that I would love to do, but I'm going to Will-O-Wisp him instead. So this way I have residual damage on both Pokemon. I don't have to worry about anything. He goes for Giga Drain, and I'm like, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. So my best bet, and he gets a crit, which, I mean, he didn't have any damage already, so it really didn't matter. If he had prior damage, it would have mattered. But either way, he does get this proc of his Citrus Berry here, bringing him back up. But really, at this point in the game, my main focus is getting damage onto the Amoonguss. I carry Phantom Force, so right there was a good indication of how I can handle this battle. If you noticed, I did go before the Amoonguss, so if I get the Phantom Force off, that's basically like using a Protect that turn. So that's good for me. That's good. I need to not focus on the Klefki, but focus on trying to whittle down the Amoonguss, because once the Citrus Berry procced on the Klefki, Klefki can't recover any more HP, so eventually that thing's gonna die. But then I look at the time and I'm like thinking, oh geez. I'm thinking, I wasn't thinking, oh geez. Well, I was thinking, what are we gonna do about like, I don't know. Basically what happened was I had to take a risk and make sure that this Amoonguss was not Effect Spore. If it was, I was in a bit of a pickle. If it wasn't, well, so be it. So Phantom Force goes off and, well, doesn't do as much damage as I was hoping. We're now nearing around 3 minutes, and I don't know if I can pull this off. With his Giga Drain and Black Sludge, he is getting more damage than the burn is doing. So I don't know what to do here. If I can stall him out of, not stall him out, but basically protect and combination of whatever, Phantom Force and stuff like that would be enough to take him out. I keep, going back and forth, but fortunately for me, he forfeits, so that is the game. Double win, awesomeness. I'm really happy about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the next video. Peace.